Welcome to Technology and Database Decision Making by Lori Benoit, Samantha Dyer, Sherry Grace, and Ryan Wilcox. This presentation is delivered to partially fulfill the requirements of Curriculum 7014, Decision Making for School Improvement, taught by Dr. Amy L. Weems at the University of Louisiana at Monroe for the Doctoral Program of Curriculum and Instruction in Spring 2, 2021. We hope you enjoy our presentation. In this presentation, we will discuss technology in education, past and present, define technology, identify some barriers to effective technology use, and review the implications for policy and practice. We will begin with descriptions and explanations. Our current expectations for what our students should learn in school were set 50 years ago to meet the needs of an economy based on manufacturing and agriculture. We now have an economy based on knowledge and technology. This quote by Bill Gates encapsulates what our presentation will be about. When we reflect back on education in the past, it's easy to see the lack of technology, or at least what we now call technology. But that lack of technology also had an impact on the usage, or lack thereof, of data in education. In the past, pre-internet, there was little to no amount of student progress monitoring. Either a student knew the information or they didn't. Unfortunately, this also meant that students with disabilities were often left out of schooling. The idea of collaboration between other teachers was non-existent because many teachers were teaching multiple subjects or even grades and might have been the only teachers at the school. While research was taking place, there was no easy way for teachers to get their hands on the information. Teachers also didn't have a huge say in curriculum in that there was little to no electives and students were only taught the basics. And as a result of this, there was no collection of data in the schoolhouse, thus none disseminated, none monitored, and none shared. As we move toward modern day education, roughly the last 40 to 50 years, technology in education have begun to grow rapidly. Teachers are able to collaborate and discuss student progress or monitor student progress. They're encouraged to collect and interpret data in order to drive instruction. Many districts also house their own databases so that teachers can easily access the data that is needed to make the best decisions for their students. Teachers, students, and the community also have a strong say in the curriculum that is being taught in schools and can quickly pull up resources at their fingertips. The internet has allowed teachers across the world to share information and lessons and even connect with each other in real time. Communication abilities and the amount of resources grows by the thousands every day. Now we will discuss some of the key concepts and issues. What exactly is technology? This quote by Wardinsky sums up the scale and the scope of this complex concept. Technology is any application that is engineered or created using applied science and math to solve a problem within a society. This can be agricultural technologies, such as with ancient civilizations, or computational technologies in more recent times. Technology can encompass ancient technologies such as the calculator, compass, calendar, battery, ships, or chariots, or modern technology such as computers, robots, tablets, printers, and fax machines. The technology of the future includes advanced blockchain technologies, smart cities, more advanced smart devices, quantum computers, quantum encryption, and advanced artificial intelligence. Technology is found in every facet of our lives and is constantly evolving. Compare today to just 30 years ago. Cell phones, computers, televisions, home appliances, automobiles, the internet. These things have in essence completely changed much, if not all, of our world, and they've changed the way that we live. School systems have not been absent from these changes. They have embraced technology in multiple ways, including using data to guide instruction, align assessments, and monitor student progress. how can technology be utilized within the education system? In particular, how can it assist in our quest to ensure the use of effective, data-driven decision-making is taking place in schools? Common methods include multimedia instructional tools, such as videos, online course delivery platforms, such as Moodle and Blackboard, computer-based assessments, and data analyzing systems. Kowalski states these types of data can then be used as a collaboration tool with other teachers working with similar content to understand how students are responding to instruction. Electronic data are more easily shared within a group, and assessment items developed electronically or captured through the use of online assessments or within structured questions in software are made consistent and much faster. Teaching with technology is an intricate system. The figure at right shows how these components would work together. By utilizing a variety of technological tools and then marrying the information gleaned from each into a system that is able to assist in analyzing what is working and what is not, educators are then equipped to develop improvement plans that are tailored to their own specific needs, whether that be classroom, school, or district-wide. So what are some barriers to effective technology use? The first is accessibility. Is access provided to technology, and is data needed by staff? The next is ease of use. Are staff trained, and are they knowledgeable on how to utilize the systems available and the appropriate ways to mine pertinent data? How user-friendly is the system? Is the data system provided appropriate for the organization? If there are multiple systems being utilized, could they be combined and streamlined by having one customized software tailored to the organization's needs? The next is student access. Do students have access to technology needed for successful performance? And we need to consider at home and at school. As we've seen, this has been a very important issue recently. And the next is time. Are staff members provided with time to acquire the appropriate data, the appropriate training to mine the data, and then of course time to analyze the data? Next, we will discuss developments and trends. The COVID-19 pandemic in 2020 resulted in school closures and shifts to remote learning. Educators, ready or not, had to utilize technology to teach their students from a distance. This created a wealth of data compared to the normal in-person traditional classroom. Some teachers were better prepared than others to embrace technology for guiding their instruction. Seufert, Gugmos, and Saylor point out that technology is only efficient and effective if it is implemented in the right manner. School district use of learning management systems provides instant assessment and behavioral data of students for teachers. Student or class performance, attendance, and even activity in the learning management system can all be accessed with the click of a few buttons. In the Canvas learning management system, for example, a teacher can see a quiz log, which details student activity during an online quiz. This provides additional data beyond just a score for assessment and analysis. Teacher data can also be obtained from the learning management system for evaluation and improvement purposes. Online resources such as Khan Academy and USA Test Prep can let teachers know quickly the material with which students are struggling. Many districts have begun using reading and math inventories to assess student proficiency and assist teachers in planning for instruction. Moving forward, districts may have to create new roles and hire people specifically to be educational data specialists. As technology continues to progress, the role of the teacher in the classroom may change significantly. On the horizon for education is the inclusion of artificial intelligence. It is unclear exactly how artificial intelligence will be integrated into the classroom, however. Some experts suggest artificial intelligence might serve a purpose similar to that of a cooperative teacher. Now we will discuss what all of this means for implications for practice and policy. Knowledge management is a critical and fundamental part of the data-driven decision-making process. Petridge and Nodine further define knowledge management as a human-centered approach and a framework that enables people within an organization to develop a set of practices to collect information and share what they know, leading to action that improves services and outcomes. Utilizing knowledge management effectively includes bringing three organization resources together in making educational decisions: people, processes, and technology. This three-component, human-centered approach will successfully drive the process of change development needed to move systems in a direction to work more effectively. For knowledge management systems to be effective, it is essential that human capital be engaged in the process. A team-based approach, which includes members of the organization in a shared decision-making approach, is key. This builds ownership of the evolving change development and provides the opportunity for everyone to inclusively take part in the change process. Training is a critical part of the process, and professional learning communities should provide opportunities for differentiated training classes. Additionally, appropriate collaboration time is essential for members of the community to share and synthesize their learning. The change process must include multiple levels of information research and sharing that may have an impact on the change development. Process influences can include things such as staff allocation numbers, curriculum changes, scheduling changes, and other dominant factors that may impact school improvement decision-making. Throughout the process, leaders must address members' concerns and multiple points of view regarding these changes. By allowing more individuals in the process, the members stay informed about changes and solutions can be determined before the changes are implemented. Utilizing technology in data-based decision-making, particularly school improvement, does not automatically require new hardware or software. Depending on the area of improvement, an organization may use existing systems and technologies in creative ways to implement needed changes. Many districts already have data management systems which group and track students by demographic groups and achievement levels. Therefore, linking familiar programs such as Microsoft Excel to filter and sort helps establish monitoring systems and present trends. There are two main points that should be kept in mind when approaching data-driven decision-making. Number one, technology implementation does not, by default, improve decision-making. And number two, leadership must be established and maintained for the data-assisted decision-making process to work. Simply stated, technology does not fix a weak system. It only enhances a strong system. Castellani and CURR explain, data-driven decision-making for schools is an excellent process, readily made available thanks to enhanced technology and public policy mandates. But it is a process that should be approached with a plan. And we leave you with those final words. We would like for you to please browse our references. We learned a lot from these sources. Thank you so much for listening to our presentation. Best wishes to everyone in the class.